So I do want to talk about a little game that came out on the 10th of December. It's been in development for 7 years.
8 years.
Cyberpunk 2077.
You mean
Now,
Cyber Crash?
Ooh.
leading up to this, you can go back and look. I think on the Facebook or in our Discord. A couple of days before launch, I was noticing a lot of the reviewers were openly saying we've only got PC versions.
Mm-hmm.
We've only got PC versions. No one's got a console version yet. And I put out a tweet just saying, I'm a little bit worried.
Wasn't there also a huge thing where Cyberpunk teamed up with some PC builder and made a bunch of Cyberpunk PCs and sent them out to people as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, you remember that?
Yeah.
That Cyberpunk styled PC?
Yeah. So, reviews came out and they all said we didn't get consoles. No one got console versions.
Even weirder, they weren't allowed to use the footage they were capturing. They had to use
Correct.
Stock
Project
footage.
Red footage.
Yep.
Yeah.
Stock footage, which all set off a lot of alarm bells. Then the game came out. Now, when Keanu Reeves was revealed to be Johnny Silverhand, where did that happen again?
That was a couple of years ago.
E3.
Yeah.
E3 last year.
Was it last year?
Yeah.
Or year before?
Last year, I think. Last
I'm
year.
pretty sure it was last year.
Okay.
But where did it
That was at E3.
It was
yeah.
at E3.
What company did he come out?
Was it Xbox?
Xbox, yeah.
Yeah.
And Xboxes
Yeah.
make
You're
consoles.
fantastic.
Yes.
Consoles. So the big reveal of the big name for the game was revealed on a console show.
Yep.
Okay, so you would imagine then that, because that was before the Series X was released or
Yep.
announced or anything, so you assume this is coming out on the Xbox One. Anyway, what I'm getting to is bullshit. Basically, what CD Projekt Red did was they knew that their game was not going to run correctly or finished on PS4 and Xbox One. It was almost unplayable on those platforms. We can see footage here from Mike Does Life. Captured some footage of the base PS4 and Xbox One X Cyberpunk game, where it looks like a Nintendo 64 game, taking 20 to 30 seconds for textures to load, constant crashing, constant glitches, the game not running anywhere near where it should be. It was an absolute cluster. And what CD Projekt Red did was not allow any reviewers to get their hands on these games because they knew it was horribly broken. And if they had they only had 5 days to review the game, by the way. If they had 5 days to play the console version, they would put out to all of their audiences not to buy this game or cancel your pre-orders on those base consoles. Now, if that happens, they lose money. CD Projekt Red, after this game launched, announced to their investors in an investors call that due to pre-orders, totaling like 8 million pre-orders or something, they'd already made their money back. They were already getting profit. So this was clearly just a money grab, and they were being dishonest and withholding any information, visuals, to prevent people from changing their mind about buying this extremely overhyped game. And I don't mean that as a bad thing. I mean that as that's what they set out to do. They brought Keanu Reeves out, for Pete's sake, to talk about and hype up this game. This game has been in production for years, and I'm losing my thought because, boy, am I angry. I do want to say as well that this isn't against the devs at CD Projekt Red. This is clearly an upper management problem. And I purely and 100% place the blame on upper management for pushing their devs, imagining all the crunch that they've had to go through in order to try and get this game somewhat working, and just horrible for all the crunch they're going to go through Christmas and New Year, trying to get the patches out, trying to make this game work viable. Anyway, the games came out. They were broken to hell. Xbox One base version, Dustin Ligari, IGN, did some testing, and it was dropping to 15 frames per second. 20 frames per second just walking around in an open area. That's without any people fighting. IGN gave it the console versions 4 out of 10. And their basic plea to the people was, do not play this game on consoles. There is a great game in there. Do not play it on consoles. Then CD Projekt Red came out with their yellow bloody title and said, sorry we didn't pay enough attention to the console version. That's bullshit. They knew exactly what was doing. They were just after the money. They pushed it out, an unfinished game, thinking it all would be forgiven because of the goodwill they built up. Well, guess what? That goodwill is gone now. They then said in that statement that, look at that. The text isn't even loading. You've got example
text.
They then said,
I love that stuff.
we encourage anyone not happy with their console version to seek a refund without consulting Microsoft or Sony.
Mhm.
So Sony, which doesn't have a good refund policy on their storefronts, basically said no. Like someone from IGN went to refund their PS4 copy, and they were told no, can't do it. Sorry, we don't have that infrastructure in order to do that. So CD Projekt Red tried to make themselves look like look, we're really humble, and without even consulting the companies that they pretty much pulled a fast one on. I've lost my way. Thank you. I'm just so angry about this.
Also, they just said, and wherever you bought the game from. So if
Yeah.
you went and bought it from a physical store, go talk to them and get a refund, I
Yeah.
guess.
So basically, washing our hands of it, we don't care. Like we have your money, we don't care. They also put in that press release that it had to come out that the refunds will be open until December 21st. December 21st.
It's like 3 days away.
Yeah, but what comes 4 days after December 21st? Sort of a gift giving.
Hanukkah?
No, we're in Hanukkah now. Gift giving sort of thing where people who've been really excited about it.
Yeah, Christmas.
Yeah, may have been
Oh,
given,
Merry Kiss My Ass.
they've been given a game for their PS4 that they've been hanging out to get. Put it in. Oh, it doesn't work. That's okay. We can't return it because it's not past the deadline. It is just a heinous, horrible, money-grabby technique that CD Projekt Red have used, and they've burnt all goodwill that they built up. Yes, The Witcher 3 was buggy when it first came, but at least it was playable. This game has launched worse than Fallout 76. It has launched worse than No Man's Sky. In my opinion, it's a bigger lie and a bigger falsehood than either of those games, because as Floppy and I were discussing before, at least those games were playable. This is an unplayable mess, and it's...
Yeah.
Absolutely ridiculous. All they had to do was launch the PC one and go, look, guys, the consoles aren't ready. The PC's there. There'll be patches to fix the glitches. We don't even know if it's going to come out in baseline PS4. When this game was originally supposed to come out in April, we didn't even know the next-gen consoles were coming. So they can't pull the quick one saying that, this was... I know, I'm...
Putting that into perspective, saying that last sentence, I was like, oh, I didn't even think
It was supposed to come out in April. Yeah.
Before they even announced. Wow.
Yeah. So they've known for a long, long time. So either they wanted their employees to crunch like nobody's business, or again, I'm really angry. Anyone else?
Can I point out? I'm going to point out a different point of view. Like, I agree with everything that you've said.
Yeah.
One of the things I'll put out is I see that they had two very hard but horrible decisions to make, and they had to pick one. So the last time they delayed this game, those guys got death threats. That is a horrible, horrible thing to do to anyone for any reason. So their decision at the moment now is put out a broken game and get death threats, or delay again and get death threats. Now, I'm not saying I'm condoning the choice that they had, but man.
Yeah, that's really tough.
Well, people need to be responsible for their own actions, and if you're calling up death threats,
Yeah, you're
because
an
of the game,
a-hole.
You're
Sorry.
a piece of crap.
I didn't-
Yeah.
No, you are. You're a piece of crap.
Yeah. It's a game.
Yeah.
It's a game. It's a piece of entertainment. CD Projekt Red should not be... I'm not saying this is why it was, but you should not be threatened enough by people sitting at home who want their piece of entertainment to release a broken game. Just delay it again. Better a late game than a broken game.
Yep. Again, what are your thoughts on...
Yeah. Interesting today, though. Sony announced that they have taken Cyberpunk 2077 off their store and they
Gone.
are issuing refunds.
Yep.
But yeah, you've never seen that on the PlayStation Store.
No.
They've taken the game off and are delivering refunds.
Yeah.
Which, that's unheard of.
Mate,
Gone quicker than Dan on Hack the Dino.
This game went gold.
Yeah.
This game went gold. Like, they made a big song and done, it's
Yeah.
going gold. It's definitely coming out. It's definitely coming out. And then it got pushed back. So, what's happening there? That never happens. It goes gold. It's generally, that's good to go. So it makes me wonder what was on that gold disc. Like, the base code. And they assumed, they have
Probably old episodes of Seinfeld.
Yeah.
going gold means that you've
Was a
you've
bill of
passed the,
heads.
Yeah. You've
Yeah,
finished the
it's
game.
ready to go.
You've passed the quality assurance of that Microsoft and Sony set to be released on their consoles.
Yeah.
So obviously they were relying on goodwill to. Oh yeah, they'll finish it. Have faith. They'll get it done. They didn't get it done. It's been removed, as A-Game said. You can't buy it on the PlayStation Store anymore. You can get a refund, and I encourage you to get a refund if you're not happy with it. One thing that also really annoyed me in their release, they said, "Oh, we hope you take the chance and stick with us when all the patches are released in April." They took the chance on you. They bought your freaking game without seeing anything. That's already done. Now it's on you, CD Projekt Red, to do something to fix this, because you've created a horrible, disgusting mess here. And yeah, anyone else want to say anything? We should probably move on to something happier.
Monster Hunter movie.
Got
That's going to be
3.
a hot piece of trash.
And it is.